Power of positivity. In the sleepy town of Elmbridge, where everyone knew your name and your family's history, lived a girl named Amara Bell. At 28, she was known for her warm smile, soft voice, and the peculiar habit of leaving sticky notes with uplifting quotes around town and park benches, at bus stops, inside library books. To most, she was just that cheerful girl from the bakery. But few knew that behind her kindness was a heart that had known pain and chosen to rise anyway. Amara lived in a small apartment above her late grandmother's bakery, Sweet Grace, which she had run on her own for the last 3 years. Business was slow, and her landlord had warned her more than once about the rent being late. But every morning, Amara opened the shop, greeted every customer with sincerity, and believed in something no one could quite see, that things would get better, because they had to. 3 years ago, Amara had stood in the hospital corridor as her mother lost her battle with cancer. Her father had passed when she was just 13, and her only sibling, Marcus, had moved away, too busy chasing promotions in a big city to return home. Grief nearly broke her, but something strange had happened during those sleepless nights. Instead of falling into despair, Amara had picked up a journal and begun writing one good thing each day. Sometimes it was the nurse who brought extra tea. Other times, sunlight through the hospital window. She didn't realize it then, but she was beginning to rewire her mind to survive through gratitude. One chilly November morning, Amara taped a sticky note to a lamppost outside the bakery. It read, "This may be a hard season, but spring always comes. A.B." Later that day, a teenage boy walked in, his shoulders slumped, hands in his hoodie pocket. "Hot chocolate, please," he mumbled. Amara smiled. "Rough day?" He looked up. "Did you put that note out there?" "I did." He hesitated. "Thanks. I was really thinking about quitting everything today. School, life. That note made me stop." Amara's breath caught, but she didn't show it. "I'm glad you saw it," she said gently. From that day on, she started writing more notes. Winter came hard to Elmbridge. A broken water pipe flooded part of the bakery storage room. Insurance was slow to respond. The oven broke down. Bills piled up. One morning, after an exhausting night of cleanup, Amara sat at the counter, eyes rimmed red, head in her hands. "What's the point?" she whispered. Then she noticed a no-tone she hadn't written. It was stuck to the front door in familiar handwriting. "You saved me with your words. I just wanted you to know you matter. K." Her hands trembled. She had no idea who K was. But the note reminded her of something she often forgot. Positivity doesn't always fix the world, but it changes how you face it. One day, the town's only newspaper ran a feature titled "Sticky Notes of Hope, the Secret Uplifter of Elmbridge." People began sharing photos of the notes online. The bakery saw more customers. Parents brought their kids to read the notes. Elderly neighbors asked Amara to speak at community events. She started a social media page called @NotesByAmara. Thousands followed. What began as a coping mechanism became a movement. Schools asked her to speak. The mayor gave her a certificate for outstanding community spirit. But it was never about awards. To Amara, it was about one truth. If you can't change your circumstances, change your outlook. If you can't change the whole world, change one person's world. One evening, as she closed the shop, Amara found an envelope addressed to her. The handwriting was instantly familiar. "Marcus, Amara, I saw the article. I've been following your page. I'm sorry I've been distant. I couldn't face the grief. We all cope differently. But you turned it into light. I'm proud of you. I'm moving back home. Let's rebuild together." She cried. Sometimes positivity doesn't just heal ourselves, it invites others home. With Marcus helping on weekends, and the bakery now a symbol of warmth in the town, Amara launched a new idea, the kindness counter. Every customer could pay forward a drink or a pastry for someone in need. She installed a chalkboard on the wall titled, "Messages to the Future. What do you want tomorrow's you to remember?" People filled it daily. "You are more than your worst day. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Grief is love that hasn't found a place to go. This world is still beautiful." Tourists came, journalists wrote, but Amara stayed grounded. She always remembered the girl sitting beside her mother's hospital bed, scribbling down one good thing a day. On the bakery's 3rd anniversary, under her ownership, Amara held a small celebration. Children performed songs. A local artist painted a mural titled "The Wall of Hope," filled with phrases Amara had once written. The teenager who once came in for hot chocolate, his name was Kai, stood up and read a poem. "I once saw no light. Then came a note, yellow like dawn, with words simple, kind, strong. It saved me. And in saving me, it taught me positivity isn't naive. It's brave." There wasn't a dry eye in the room. Years later, Elmbridge became known across the country as the town of notes. Other towns adopted the idea. A foundation in Amara's name helped fund mental health programs and art therapy for youth. The bakery expanded, but Amara kept it small, personal. Each day, she still wrote one sticky note, still chose to believe in the better side of people, still faced hardship, but never alone. Because the power of positivity wasn't magic, it was momentum, a quiet ripple. A note on a lamppost that said, "You are needed, you are enough, you are light."